Hello and welcome to the Runs podcast with me, Gareth Blackwell, and
And
him.
me, Niki Paleo.
So this is just a podcast we're going to put together, and bear with us as we figure everything out. But it's just about running and everything to do with running, really. Niki is uncoachable, and I'm inconsistent. So should we get it started, Nick?
Yeah, let's get into it. As you say, it's new to us, so bear with us for the first week or two. We're just going to be chatting, bouncing ideas back and forth and just going over running things, and hopefully we'll progress from there and make things better and smoother as we go.
Yeah, bit of fun. Nothing too Steve Bartlett. We don't want any guests coming on crying or anything, but we'll have a bit of fun and some questions along the way, I guess. We've been for a run today, Nick?
I have. I've just went down the estate on my way home from work, done a first little bit of effort in the legs after last week. It was all right, actually. Legs weren't feeling too bad. Seen a couple of the guys down there. They were just starting as I was finishing.
Yeah. Happy
You?
days. I have.
You know?
Funnily enough, believe it or not, 20 to 6 this morning, I was out the door in the dark.
Man.
I know. We'll talk about races a little bit later on, but after my shambles of Cardiff off, I give myself a kick up the arse and get myself back into gear.
Yeah.
But it was a bit of a mess, wasn't it? But like you said, you just rock up 2.5 without training.
You can't do it. It's a long way, 13 miles, and you've done it before. You knew it was going to be a tough day, but obviously you had injuries leading up and things, and it was what it was. But like we say, hopefully that's given you the boot now to get back at it.
Because last year I was ready, wasn't I? And then I made the mistake of going out the day before, twisting my ankle, and it's been all downhill since then. So there, Cardiff Half obviously is a staple run. But when did you start running? When did it all begin?
Yeah, well, I'd done a bit when I was obviously football playing just to keep fit, but properly 2015.
Yeah.
Proper, joined the club, got more into it. But yeah, I did the odd half, same as you before that, really. The odd 5, 10K and a half when I was still playing football. And obviously when I stopped playing football, I just got the bug.
The bug. I had to dive through your Instagram, and you're not much of a running poster, are you? I tried to figure out where we were. Seen some questionable trainers along the way, but that's all part of starting out running as well, I think.
Of course it is. I didn't have a clue.
I had some R6 when I first started, and
when I started, Pines, Outlet, whatever pair of R6 didn't know anything about foot strike, form, what type I'd need, nothing. It was just go down. They didn't really have a clue in giving them any advice. It was just, what was a reasonable price? That'll do.
And look, you've got 2015, so 8 years.
It was the end of 2015. I remember that.
Yeah. All right. Sound. What was the latest? Was the latest run you've done?
Latest run was in race.
Yeah, race.
Last week I was lucky enough to be out in the USA, and I did New York City Marathon.
You did what time?
2 hours 58.
And you've done 5 out of the 6 majors now, haven't you?
Yeah, that was the 5th of 6 of the big worldwide majors there are. That was the 5th of 6, yeah.
So how'd you get into from Cardiff Half on a couple of 5Ks to you just love it?
Long story short, did my first marathon after I joined the club, Ogmore Phoenix, about a year after my run-in. Then me and Liam went away to Bilbao for a weekend break, and it was a night marathon. So I entered that, hardly trained for it, suffered big time. And I was talking to some guy at the end about just running a marathon running, and he told me about it and what an achievement it is and how big they are. And I'd sort of heard of them, but I didn't really know too much about them. And then from that moment, it was like, that's a goal that I want to do. That's a bucket list. When I looked into them and seen where they are over the world and how big a thing it is and how small number of people have actually achieved it. So that was my thing then. That was my number one goal.
Yeah. How many people have done it, roughly?
Finished the 6.
it's a big number, but in comparison to
Yeah, I'd say, I don't know the
billion
numbers
people on
now,
Earth.
obviously the total, I'd say 10, 20,000 maybe now, after this year, because we're obviously at the end of the year now, and they've all been done again this year.
Yeah. How many have done it in every one of them in under 3 hours?
It's, last I looked, it's about 400 people, 500 people. I've done all 6 sub-3, so I got one more to go to join that club.
Just about, wasn't it? 2.5. There's a couple of 2.58s in there, isn't there?
Yeah, I've done a couple of 258, but sub-3 is sub-3.
59, isn't it?
That was it was 52, 59, 51 was London time, which is close, but it's still under.
It is, yeah. Happy days. So that's all of them. My last race was one of our favourite as well. What did that? Richard Burton 10K, wasn't it?
Yeah, you did Burton, actually. That's mad. It was the same day, wasn't it? It was like a week last Sunday. So I was in New York and you was doing Burton. How was that?
And Scott done Dubai in the morning as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, fuck that, Scott.
We had a bat and we would have run the win.
How was your race day anyway? Because I haven't really seen you since.
I love Richard Burton. I think I've only done Richard Burton and Cardiff, really. Swansea 10, maybe. Yeah. I did enjoy Severn Bridge 10 as well, didn't I? But
yeah, we've done that in lockdown, didn't we? Whenever it was.
Burton is ridiculous, isn't it? Like, remember last year I done it? I had a virus last year as well. And when we come around that corner, I thought everyone were going the wrong way because it's like an escalator, and you're just watching everyone go up and up.
Yeah, up that hill. That first hill the go round from about mile 1 to 2 and then you go up, turn that roundabout and bump up you go. And
then like at the top, they got, obviously it's for a good cause and good memories and stuff, but they've got the cans of Fosters, haven't they? And I'm like, by the time I get to there.
You take it
for me with that. This year there wasn't, last year there was a woman on the corner with Waters, wasn't it? But she wasn't there this year, and I was like pinning my hopes on her being there. And after I climbed all the way up, ran all the way up hills, fair play to me, but my legs give way, because they go straight back down in as well, and running downhill is hard than running uphill, isn't it?
Yeah, that steep downhill, like, that's hard, and I'm similar to you, downhills are just as tough, like, or can be.
If I lean forward, my lollipop head's just going to flip me into the ground or whatever.
You're going to end up roly-poly's guy.
I loved it. I love Richard Burton.
Yeah, it's a great race. I've done it a few times.
I was 8 minutes slower this year, but better, like, do you know, fitter, I think, more focused, fully focused.
Yeah.
With that hashtag in there. Yeah. Richard Burton was good. It's always nice, a nice finish, and then get the coaster as well instead of the medals, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different, the coaster. I'm not a fan of it, I'll be honest with you. I like a medal. But it's a nice little different...
for any more medals.
What's that?
You haven't got any room for any more medals now, have you?
No, I know they're all just in a bucket in a cupboard now.
Are they?
Yeah.
It's like
got them up anywhere.
It's mad, isn't it? I was listening to the Gary Lineker podcast, and Alan Shearer said he was moving house the other day, and his kid found a black bag. No, his kid, he's older than, he's about 20 odd, I guess now. But found a black bag of kits up there, and he was going to chuck them in a tip. Is it all the
swap kits?
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what you do, isn't it? You know what it's like. You just clutters the house, you have them up for a bit, and then they just end up getting chucked away by the missus.
Yeah.
She won't have them out.
No, exactly. I haven't got that many yet. But what's the plans next? Then Tokyo, obviously.
Yeah.
Where we struggle.
It is now. I want to obviously get in Tokyo for next year, but so far on the 2 ballots there's a charity ballot and then the open ballot. I've not got in, but now because I've got my 5th star in New York, I've got one more shot, and I will know by tomorrow is Wednesday. Obviously, we're recording this Tuesday, so by tomorrow evening, I'll know if I'm in for next year. So fingers crossed I get that shot next year. Otherwise, it's wait another year of going through the ballots and that, because the thing with Tokyo, unlike the others where I've been lucky enough I can run quick enough to get a time to get qualified, Tokyo is, the time is ridiculous. It's like sub 2:30, which I'm never getting. You know, there's other things that go around in the local scene are good enough, but it's way out of my reach, you know?
Yeah. Well, you're getting on a bit now as well, I guess.
Yeah, a bit. We both are.
Yeah, I am. We'll get on to that a bit as well. So Tokyo, you just want to get it all wrapped up, is it? I mean, there's no...
I'd like to get it done as possible, because obviously then I can just focus on other races, and like I'd like to get my other times quicker if I can, the half, 10k, 5k, but because I've been so focused on marathons the last few years, I always seem to be in a marathon block of training, like from spring to winter. I don't have much time in between to really, I still do other races and stuff, but not really get stuck into it like I do with a marathon.
Yeah.
But yeah, sooner the better, really.
And your training's a bit mad, isn't it? Let's just explain to people a little bit more about the uncoachable tag we've been doing.
I don't know.
You can't be coached because you work, you train on ships.
Solid, like you say, loads of people have told me, why don't you get a coach? You know, you'd improve loads. But with my job, I work away a lot, and it's so unpredictable when I'm away and how long I'm away. So I'm a project manager for an engineering company, and we end up, most of our 90% of our work is on cruise ships. So I can get sent anywhere onto a ship, anywhere in the world, anytime really, to do repairs.
Yeah.
So I can be away 2 or 3 weeks, and then it's so hard to try and follow a coach's schedule of what they want me to be doing that week when I'm working 12 hours a day on a ship. I only got a treadmill, or I got to go outside on the top of a ship at sea and run 400 laps for like 2 hours. You know what I mean?
I remember.
I've done it, but so then I don't see I can't commit to a quota, and it's not fair on them or me, I see that. So I just got a sort of basic idea over the years of running, and I just do my miles and my efforts.
You commit
myself, really.
Your commitment can't be questioned. I remember I woke up one day, my brother texted me and he said, "Why has Playo been doing laps in the sea?"
Yeah, it does look mad on the ship. But
you do get to do some warm weather training where you might not.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough. Like sometimes, if we're...
Hamburg the other day, didn't you?
No, Rotterdam I was.
Rotterdam, close.
Only a couple of weeks before New York, we was docked in Rotterdam, so I was able to get off in the evenings and do some nice flat routes there. And yeah, I've been lucky. I've ended up in some places, and you get a lunch hour off, and just me being me, I'll get off and run. Like I don't. Well, you can't because of the treadmill, the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I'm not massive on treadmill.
It's just put them on grass screen.
Yeah. Mind you, I probably have less chance of twist. Mind you, if anyone's going to twist an ankle on a treadmill, it's going to be me anyway. No.
100% be you.
So what are you doing now? Just
well, few races coming up soon now, which we're going to get onto a bit later. What's coming up next? So
yeah, should we just do now? What's next? What's the next plans?
Yeah, like last week I took an easy week. Usually I would have a week off, but because of the races we got upcoming, it's cross-country season, and obviously representing the club, got to get involved in them. I've had to get back to it sooner than I would like, but legs are feeling all right. So
yeah,
just ease into it now the next week and go from there, pick it up.
Yeah, so because seasons and that is all kind of new to me. I'm a fair weather runner, and I dip in, dip out. I started running on accident because I was doing the body coach, and I was going to the gym, and I thought I'll have a crack of a 5k up a park run as well. And then suddenly, once you've got a time to beat, you've got to go again.
Yeah, you get motivated.
Again.
I can do that.
My Strava is currently knocked off until I can run close back to my personal best. Do you remember? I was stabbing in the dark of what my personal best was for 5k.
I'm sure you was like 23 or maybe 22 something. You was down to
23:07 around Porthcawl about 5 years ago, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I knew you was around that.
But I'm way off.
Porthcawl's not an easy one. You know, it's not an easy fight. You are
better than the Knoll, but
yeah, it's better than the Knoll and my
Stake. Never doing the Knoll
park run. Better than my Stake as a park run. It's a better route, as in you got more chance of running faster. Yeah, you was going well, so we need to get you back on it now, mate. This will hopefully give you impetus and enter in a few races for next year.
I've got plans now. I'm trying to knock the in off my inconsistent, and I'm getting a bit of coaching off element 3 as well.
Yeah.
So I'm working on some bits and bobs as well. I'm trying to knock the in off the inconsistent, and we'll see how it goes. Got some race plans for next year.
What are they?
I don't know, maybe Newport in March. Half.
The 10K or the half?
Is it the half in March? I've seen the March half, but there's another one.
The March half is the one that's been going away. It's the city one, but they've now added a half to the 10K and marathon, which is end of April. So that would be flat, the one in Newport, the same time as the marathon. The city one I've never done, but a few of the boys have done it. Kyle and Steve have done it for a few years, and they've said it's a pretty good one.
So we'll have a look and see where we are then. But
Yeah.
it's a mad hobby, isn't it? It's an expensive hobby. It's not as easy as chucking your daps on and going out. It's more expensive for you than
It
it is.
can be expensive, but then it doesn't have to be expensive either, does it?
No, remember I bought carbon plates the other day, didn't I? I had to send them back because I was striking my back of my foot.
Yeah, and you ruined the back of them in like 20 miles.
I did. Right. So we've done what's the plan for what we've done, why we run. I just like running as well because before lockdown, I still played football and played rugby, not at a wonderful standard, but they're time consuming as well, and they had the sports as well. With running, you can just get out and get back.
Yeah, you can go out, do 5K at home in like half hour, innit? Whereas, like, say, if you're playing football or rugby for a club, you're gone all Saturday, your Saturday's gone, and if you've got kids, you don't want to be out there so long.
No, especially Saturday and Sunday, no.
Well, you was playing both for a long time. I just played mostly Saturday and then towards the end, my playing days Sunday as well for a couple of years. But yeah, it's just, running's just easier, and like the only thing, race days. But then it's a great day, a race day, feeling and travelling down there, the day with the crowd and the buzz of finish, start, the adrenaline. It's just amazing. Love it.
The crowds are ridiculous. I mean, I'm sure we'll touch on all the ones you've done throughout the podcast. But like, the crowds are just ridiculous, isn't they? It was Cardiff Half. Did you do Cardiff Half this year? Yeah. No?
This year, no, I missed it. I ended up away with work tonight, so I couldn't run it.
The care home is shut, isn't it?
So that's closed, which is a shame.
That's like on Roath Park with all the guys from the care home out cheering you. That was really good. But that's gone now, so that's a disappointment. But Cardiff Half, Richard Burton, I would probably do both of them again next year as well.
Oh, definitely the staples, and for us local. Like Cardiff Half's a big race as well. It's huge. You know, it's one of the. It's the second biggest.
Second after the Great North Running, eh?
Great North, yeah. You know, that's big, like, and it's on our doorstep. I do love it. I was gutted to miss it, but hopefully, if things work out this year, I should be. And I haven't entered yet, and I think it's already half sold out, isn't it? So
I haven't entered. My brother's entered. I'm going to try and get a charity place for Diabetes UK, but if I can't get that like sealed off by the new year, I'll probably just stump up and enter.
Yeah, get it done. Get it booked. Another one.
That's the running. We'll take a quick break now and then touch on some other stuff, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. Cool. Right, welcome back. What we wanted to talk about now, Nick, was Ardus Geezer, wasn't it? I hope people have probably seen Ardus Geezer. If they know we're on the internet, they must know Ardus Geezer's on the internet, right?
Yeah, if they've seen us and they like running, which they should do if they're following this podcast, subscribe, all our rubbish, but it's not rubbish. Yeah, Ardus Geezer, Russ Cook, otherwise known as Ardus Geezer, he is currently about 200 odd days into a mad challenge running the entire length of Africa, and he's aiming to be the first person to do so. You might have seen him if you apologies if you have, but he's done other crazy running events. He's done like a marathon on crutches, a beer marathon where he's done a pint every mile and run a marathon in like silly 4-hour time. He's run from Asia to London. Well, now he's taken up this one of trying to be the first person to run from the southern tip of Africa, South Africa, all the way to Tunisia. But it's not straightforward as that. He's had a lot of issues with logistics, vehicle, passports, visas, you name it. He's having hell, but the man is just still smashing out. I think he's back up to like 50, 60k days now, isn't he? Last I seen his update.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it? Like, I couldn't even consider it. Like,
it's insane. Like, people don't realise how big Africa is.
And
it's absolutely
the natives, the animals, it's not...
Yeah. Everything is going
to come up. You're not safe, like.
Roads, desert, the heat, humidity.
And he's ginger.
He's ginger, so that's not the best.
No. He's struggling big time with that.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's 15,000 kilometers he's aiming to run. It's just bonkers. I mean, now he was hoping to do it consecutive days, which I think was a massive. Well, obviously he thought he could do it, but he's obviously had to take rest days, and he's had issues with things, like I said, and he's had to double back.
He's had bad guts a lot, haven't he, as well? Which is
he's been pissing blood as well. He's going through the mill, but fair play to him. He is now on, like I say, day 200 and something, and he's in Nigeria now. I think he's not long past halfway, is he?
He's just gone past halfway in the last week or so, I think.
Yeah, fair play to him, like, big up the man, because he is stomping the ones and twos, as he says.
Stomping those ones and twos. And he's still haven't hit his fundraising target, which is...
forgot
to mention. Gained as much traction as you thought it might. I don't know why.
Like, he's raising money for a couple of charities, and I can't remember the names. Remember that, maybe we'll link them. But yeah, he's like only aiming, it's still a lot of money, 100,000, but I don't think he's, anywhere close to it, is he?
Mad, isn't it? He's got a couple of sponsors on board, though.
Yeah, he's got a couple of sponsors, isn't he? Like Hill, and he's got that matcha energy drink and a couple of things, but he's not
sponsoring him or not, or if he's really, really trying to get sponsored by Hoka. He only wears Hoka.
No, he's an Hoka. They've made him an Hoka athlete, haven't they? Not long. For this event, they sponsored him, so he's got all his gear. Like,
my Hokas started to fall apart this week.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
So how many miles have you done?
I don't know. I don't count my miles, do I? But now I do. Coach. Now I do. But yeah. So I don't know what's happened to them, but I don't know. They were a gift, weren't they? And I reluctantly tried. No, they're not bad. They're not bad. But at the same time, the equivalent, like, my Nikes weren't the same. My Nikes, I've only recently got my head around, you've got your race shoes and you're renting your everyday shoes and everything.
Yeah, you've got to, have a rotation.
Yeah.
Especially days the way it's advanced, the way your shoes are advanced, you've got to have your race day shoes. Yeah, you need to use them once or twice before, but not really. They're that good now. And then you've got to have your training shoes. Yeah. I'd advise, obviously it's hard for people with money and things, but if you can, have 2 sets of training shoes, maybe, an easy day ones and ones you can do quicker tempo-y stuff in, and then your race day shoes you just keep purely for race day. And yeah, they're a lot of money, but they last you 200-300 miles easy. And then if you think, they're 200 quid, it's a pound a mile, cheaper than chips.
But like I said, I only recently, this year I've stopped smoking and stopped vaping, and you spend how much a month when you smoke or when you vape?
Yeah.
So stop smoking and start running, innit? That can be outspoken. Stop smoking and start running.
Yeah, I would. I've never smoked, but yeah, start running.
Yeah, start running. Cool. Speaking of sponsorships and stuff like that, Nike would be the dream sponsor, obviously, for both of us.
Oh, yeah, they're the best brand going, and running-wise, they're pretty good wise as well. But yeah, running-wise, for me, they're number one. All his shoes are just class.
It's just the fashion and everything. That's why I think I like running as well. And it was quite, the gear's fashionable as well. It's cool. You look good when you're running. Well, you think you look good when you're running, but actually you look like you're going to...
When you see those race photos at the end of a race, like I've seen some York, wow, that last 10k, I look dead.
You never buy them?
Never. I've never bought the race photo.
But yeah, I guess you've got the medals and the t-shirts and all of you, so you don't
bother. Yeah, and yeah, I just have Leanne to come and take photos of me.
Yeah, free my trip,
Yeah, free trip to New York. We've got to take photos and hand me gels.
Yeah, gels. Another thing to get your head around when you're starting out and managing as well.
Yeah.
Because if you don't manage all right, then there's only one outcome in it.
Only one outcome, and it's not pretty.
No, it's not.
I've done it. Never in a race, but training I have.
Have you? I haven't.
Yeah.
Remember one Cardiff half, I had to fly through the finishing. I finished like a train, grab my medal, had to get in the Portaloo. The Portaloo's been used all day. Bang.
We know how that looks.
There is nothing left to do whatever I need to do after I finish that. So after revise, and then get home.
Yeah, it's not good when it's runner's gut.
Manage the
It's
gels.
not good.
Especially when you get older. I can't even stomach a bloody barbecue pizza base anymore. I will.
Nah.
I can't commit to anything that's more than an hour long without having a poo before it.
Oh yeah, every time at every run, even if I'm going out for like 3-4 miles, toilet first and sit there for 10 minutes because
Just
any back in it. Like, and when like Tesco in town have saved me so many times on my loop up Brown Kyra and I just got to fly into there. Scooter guy, what's this guy doing? Just go fly straight past in toilet.
Oh man. This right. You've got into races before on Good for Age, haven't you?
Yes.
I want to know why it's not more like boxing, and instead of age groups, we have weight groups. Because I think I could be quite competitive in the heavyweight running group.
In a certain weight category.
Yeah, 17 stone plus, I reckon I'm competitive.
You reckon you're competitive at the what? 5K, 10K half? Or
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be interested. Like, it'd be like,
It would,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
what would the weight categories be? Like boxing, like certain between 10 kilograms, like 60 to 70. There's a
Yeah.
certain, and then you just race against, that's your grade in the race, like, instead of, like, now it's up to senior men, and then you go like masters and.
It'd be like, that would be an interesting pen, wouldn't it? The 17 stone pen is just everyone.
All the smaller guys in the front, and then work way back up in weight, like.
Right, it'd be like Indiana Jones running away from the boulder for the entire race. Like.
That would be an interesting start line, I give you that. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't really like that, do we, in like age grade? Everyone just flies to the front because everyone's big-headed. I'm starting at the front no matter what. And yeah, you
get right to the front. Like,
nah, no.
I seen a Richard Burton photo the other day, and you can see the usual suspects at the front where they watch, I guess. And you were like 4 or 5
like
deep chatting to Steve.
Did you notice one of them cheated? He had a bit of an head start.
Who was that?
Mr. Butler.
Well,
It looks like
he's so funny.
Like half a second early.
Hey, it all counts, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, we'll have to discuss that with him if and when we have him on.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get Butler on because I've heard good things about how fast he is.
Oh, he's quick.
We'll see. Dream sponsors, we've done that. I mean, the sponsors around seem to be like Pure Sport and Asics Front Runner, CBD oil and stuff like that. I was thinking about this earlier driving home. I think at this point we'd accept anything, wouldn't we, really?
Oh, yeah. If they're going to, gift us things, we'll promote it. I've
Yeah.
never used it, but like gels and things we just mentioned, yeah. If anyone
Gels, yeah. Recovery, yeah. Massage guns, cryo chambers.
Oh, that'd be good. Oh, cryo chambers.
Right.
Yeah.
And before question and answer, my last gripe is finisher t-shirts. Now, you have got the New York finisher t-shirt on for there, right?
I have, yeah.
What make is it?
It's New Balance. They were sponsored by this shirt, and it's a nice
New Balance.
Yes, it's nice.
Yeah. Now that's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Burton wasn't bad either, but Cardiff Half and Swansea 10 last year, this year, Cardiff Half were a rubbish. There's no shape on them or anything. There's no cut on them.
I did hear it was
a lot of money to enter. I know you've got to get all t-shirts.
Especially ones like that, like Swansea and Cardiff Half, they're not cheap, are they? And like I heard they were rubbish t-shirts this year. I mean, some people have said and come up with ideas of like lower the entry fees and then don't have a t-shirt. Now, what's your thought on that? Like, I do like a t-shirt, but like say for smaller races or smaller events, I'd have no griping. $5 or less on the cost and no t-shirt. Like,
I don't wear them again. I did wear the Richard Burton one again last week to go for a run, but it was a nice colour as well. It went with my shorts. That's where I wore it actually. But the Richard, I don't know where my Cardiff Half one is, but it's crap. Like it doesn't fit.
Yeah,
it's like a top, but it's XL. Like.
And I don't wear half of them. Same if they're crap and like.
But your majors, you're getting your money's worth with like your you get nice medals, and you get nice finisher stuff.
Yeah, I like a medal. That's the only thing. But like I say, you don't really like. That's the thing. Medals, like in a mad, like obviously the last few times big majors, you notice the next day, and I do it as well, because like, when else are you ever going to wear your medal? So the
Yeah.
next, everyone's out wearing their medal walking round, isn't it? Which is like, but that medal then, when else are you ever going to wear that medal?
Nowhere.
Never.
Well, it goes
Nowhere.
in your bucket.
Yeah, it's in a bucket in my cupboard.
Like,
Just start doing nothing. I do need to get
you'll
if
put the
and when
majors up, will you?
I will put my majors up when I get that completed. Yeah, I'll get them. I need to get a proper, like, you see the medal hangers? I need to get something decent like
Yeah.
that somewhere.
It'll be nice to take them, like, maybe off the ribbon and frame them in because you get the big medal as well, don't you?
Yeah,
Get
get
the
like
teeth out, you get that.
a one. Yeah, that's a good idea. And get the others around there, like off the ribbon. Good
Yeah.
show.
And a tattoo as well, because you got the unicorn, didn't you, after you done Chicago?
Gone after Boston just because that's just such an unique race, and it's the only one really that's got Boston. Yeah, it's the only one that's really got its own logo as well, and I thought it was a nice, cool thing. But yeah, I don't know. There's an idea I got in my head to have the route. Yeah, maybe.
We'll figure something out.
You ain't doing anything. You ain't figuring nothing out to put on my body.
I'll just draw it for you. It'll be fine. Right, should we do some question and answers that we were running on?
Yeah, and you running them on Insta, aren't you? So
yeah, so we've got a couple of questions. Let me see what we've got. What's your favourite session in a marathon build?
Favorite session is probably one of the long runs where you mix it up into, like, say it's a 16 or 20 miler. You do 4 miles easy, 4 miles at marathon pace or just slightly quicker. 4 miles easy, 4 miles marathon pace, 4 miles easy. I do like that because then you get a mix of trying to keep consistently on the easy effort, backing off, and then getting used to that marathon paced effort. And like early on in a block, it just feels ridiculously fast. And obviously, the more weeks you do it, building up sort of from third of the way through the block, I start them usually.
Yeah.
You get more, and then I'll vary that then to like 5 on, 5 off, twice. And that's probably my favourite.
Yeah. I'll sit there because I'm struggling because I run slow. Everything is slow. I'm struggling with easy, slow runs as well because it feels like any slow run, I'm going to start going backwards and moonwalking, but you get used to it, don't you?
Yeah, and like you just getting back into it now, so don't put no pressure, pace or anything or distance yet. Just get back to enjoying it again.
Same question, and after it, how many Guinness is optimal the night before a marathon?
Night before?
Yeah.
None.
You do like a Guinness after a marathon, don't you?
Guinness is my first pint after a marathon, and that's what I drink then for that day if I can get hold of it in anywhere, any bar, wherever I am.
Guinness. It's quite popular now, isn't it? Like, it's up in it.
Urgent, isn't it? It's mad. Do you see everyone drinking it now?
Right, let's have a look. What's your best moment from your 5 majors so far?
Best moment? Probably Chicago when I finished that, and I got like sub 250, which was just
That's where your photo's from, isn't it? The one, did you have blonde hair for Chicago?
Yeah, I did blonde, and I stand out. The story behind that was Leanne was like panicking about how she would notice me in like this 40,000 strong field, and like I was like, I'll dye my hair, and she's like, don't dare. I was like, well, I am now, and I. So that was all I wanted to stand out so she'd see me. But yeah, that's my photo on. Is it Insta? Strava?
Yeah, I think so, somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just like everything just clicked that day, and yeah, that's my favourite moment crossing our life. Like, felt such an achievement.
Yeah, good. Best pre-run breakfast?
Porridge I have, just plain.
Simple man, Nick, you know.
Simple man, mate, what's not broke, don't fix and all that. I just, simple porridge, like.
Anything with it, or?
I do have blueberries now and again, a handful of blueberries, but usually simple porridge, electrolyte in my water, pint of that, usually 3 hours and we're ready to rock and roll.
That would be the same as we got your pre-race meal, but you're normally running in the morning as well, I know. I guess.
Yeah, that's big races are all mornings, isn't it?
And you don't have to answer this one if you don't want to. Cost of the 5 majors so far, and total cost if you did the 6th.
Of just entering the race or the total trip?
Well, you can up to you. It's your question. You can answer however you want.
Each race is roughly around. It varies. Like the American ones are way more expensive than the rest. Like New York, just to enter the race was $300. So then, like Boston was a bit cheaper than ours. Chicago a bit cheaper than ours. Berlin was about 100 odd quid if I remember. And London's like quid, which is mad.
Yeah.
That's the race cost roughly of them.
You pin trips around the American ones now then, or don't you? Most of the time, like...
Yeah,
Wow.
we've been lucky. Like, obviously, me and Leanne have gone, and then we've done somewhere after it. We've, like, planned to go for a week somewhere else after, so it makes a holiday there as well, and so I'm not just taking a piss, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cost of the actual trips, I couldn't tell you. It's thousands per one, I know that. Except for London and Berlin, you know, they're pretty... London's a weekend away easy, and Berlin was the same. It was pretty easy to get there on a cheap flight.
Yeah, we've got to play hard, I guess, isn't it, though? The kids are growing up now as well, seeing they?
Exactly, that's where I'm lucky. My kids are old enough that they can be left.
There we are. I think that's pretty much it for the questions as well. The rest is just brown sauce or red sauce on your bacon roll from Ben Keogh.
Oh, Ben Keogh, brown every time, son.
He won't be happy with that.
Won't he?
No. My Stick Park Run have got in touch as well to say, can you explain why My Stick Park Run is simply the best around? But I'm sure we'll do an episode all around Park Run if we can get the person we want to get onto the podcast for the next episode.
Yeah, definitely. That's like something we've got in our little plans to discuss. And
you love it though. I remember you campaigning for it before we had it as well.
Yeah, it's like we'll go deeper into it next time or one of the future episodes. But yeah, it's like it's a great thing to just get everyone out running, and we'll dive deeper into that in another episode.
There we are. Happy days. Happy with that, Nick? If you're happy with that.
Yeah, it was a good start. Like I say, we'll get further into it. The deeper we go, and as the weeks grow, we'll get better at it. And hopefully, like I say, Gareth just said, we're looking to get guests on. We've got a few lined up and people interested. So keep the comments coming of who you'd like to see on, and we'll work again people on and discussing running with them.
There we are. Happy days. Do you want to wrap it up?
Well, not much, but cheers for that, mate. And we'll see you on a start line somewhere soon.
Yeah, and I'll see you much further back.